Okay, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Luciana Paz. I'm here today with Jana, and Jana is a leader in doTERRA as well. And this past week, we had a presentation on this subject, emotions and essential oils. And Jana did a great job, linking the stresses of our everyday life and how essential oils can help, and other tools also that we have in our lives that can help us manage stress and elevate the vibration of our bodies. And I decided to share this with all of you tonight, okay, for our weekly training. So Jana's gonna do part of the presentation, and I'll do another half of the presentation, okay? So, Jana, if you want to go ahead and get started.
Okay. Hey, how are you? Is Mayu speak Portuguese? No. Does she speak Portuguese?
Mayu speak Portuguese, yeah, but maybe she understands English. I don't know.
Yeah, because the other two, they went with us at the Mayu's place. Remember not Mayu's, the place that we went. Remember?
Right, the saloon. Uh-huh.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
Belisa and Andrea. I don't know if you want to do in Portuguese again because everyone is Brazilian.
Does everyone here speak? But the thing is, I shared in my group in Essential Life, and we have some American people there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can see them. Can you see them or no?
I can
I
see
can see.
everyone. I can see everyone.
So we
I
have like
invite. Yeah,
we have just
Thais is also saying she invited Americans. Let's go ahead and do it in English.
in English.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it in English.
All right. So we're gonna talk a little bit. Maybe it will be a little bit better than in the salon because the computer hopefully will not shut down. Anyway, I want to thank you, Luciana, again for having me here and for present doTERRA to me. So it was very nice since the first time that I start to use doTERRA. I love it and I see the results on my life. So I think was the first step to all the changes that I've been doing on my life. So I think it's very, very nice. So just let me go back a little bit. Like I told you, as some of the people that already saw the presentation, I have a son, a 14-year-old son, and regardless his busy life, he does soccer and practice every day. And he's a middle schooler. So, but anyway, he's a very calm person, a relaxed boy. And since he is so little, he was like this. So 10 years ago, I was on my building, and I was living with him for his soccer practice, and I was pressuring him and tried to speed him for his soccer, and rushing and pushing him. And one of my neighbors, he's a psychologist, he was a very well-known psychologist in Brazil, and he stopped me and said to me, "What you are doing with your kid?" And this is the stress is the sensory illness. Don't do this with him. And I shocked. So and it was and he kept going. He said it's not you that has to it's not him that has to be on your pace. You have to go to his pace. You have to follow his calmness and his way that he's doing his life. He's just a little kid, but he knows what he's doing. You have to calm down. And that sentence was always on my mind, and I don't know why I always thinking about that. And it's I think the self-control that he has, all the balance that he has since he was so little, is something that impressed to me. And control himself is something very, very nice, but it's not something that everyone can do and can control. Sometimes we try very hard, but we cannot do it, right? So let me just go one more here, one more page, and let's just go back and try to understand a little bit of our mind and how our thoughts work, right? So usually we from 100% of our brain, we just use like 5% of our brain conscious for decisions, attitudes, and actions. So the 95 of all our thoughts and everything comes from our unconsciously side, from our senses, our five senses. So let me just go back here and one more. Okay, the main reasons of stress. So no matter what and how we use our brain, it's 100% affected by external factors. And one of the biggest main factor today is the overwhelming of information that we have. So let me just read very quickly a text that I wrote, so we can just maybe reflect about that. Think about of our routine and all the pressure that we suffer during our day. Today, we have what we want within a click. The progress of technology brings a flood of information every day into our lives. The world is small and the hours going faster. The number of functions that our brain play have increased a lot. You can be at your office, but at the same time, you are chatting at friends' text groups, family group, church group, gymnastics, and yet check your email, search your favorite recipes to make dinner, for example. The night comes, you lay down on your bed to read a book, but the television is on and the phone beeping the damn notifications to check your social medias or for new group conversations. Once you fall asleep, your brain is still processing all the information you received all day long. We create vicious cycle, needing and craving for more and more information to feel fulfilled and happy. How many times you heard a child saying that he or she is bored? It's difficult to slow down. We start to live an automatic life. We use our senses so shallow. We eat and we do not taste the food. We shower and we do not feel the water. We take clothes off the machine and we do not feel the clothes. We walk the dog and we do not listen to the birds. We run us outside and in the afternoon and we do not see the color of the skies, because many times our minds is not there living intensively the moment. We are thinking about dinner, checking our social medias, talking in the phone, watching TV, taking care of our kids or cleaning the house. We want to react and take care of everything as we were superheroes. So we put us during the day we get into very, very stressful situations, and we start to live the negative adrenaline that brings emotional imbalance, affecting our life and our mind. So here's some of the consequences that you have of stress. You can develop panic attacks, you can develop anxiety, you can develop sleep disturbances, so many things, muscle distension, so many things that you can develop because of stress, because of those situations that we live. So we expose our bodies and our thoughts to these moments, and we start to trigger some disease to our body. So, and it's something very interesting that I brought here is something about our frequency, our body frequency. It's very interesting. It's something that is scientifically proven that our body and our cells it's composed of energy and react to frequencies brought to our body by the emotions. Every time that we feel something, we see something, we eat something, whatever we have from outside to our body, we can feel this with emotions, and those emotions create energy that you bring and you feed your body. So for example, on this graphic here, we can see if we feel love, we're gonna put on our body like 500 positive energy to our body. It counts in megahertz, so it's 500 megahertz. The love, when you go down, for example, the fear, you're gonna feed your body with a negative 100 megahertz. So it's gonna change your body, and it's gonna affect directly also your hormones. And your body, when you think about your body, when you think about your brain and your mind, you're gonna see that you have some bad hormones that cause cortisol, and you have the happy, that we call happy hormones. There are some hormone the products on your brain related with your feelings and related with your actions and everything that you feel and you live. So it's very important you understand the whole operation. But before and besides you feel and think about anything, you have to think about yourself and how you're going to manage those hormones on your body, and how you can make this bring the better life for you. So one of the things that I want to show you, some activities here that it's very interesting, and we can manipulate our hormones. For example, if you smile during your day, you're going to increase the endorphin. You're going to start to produce endorphin. So it's one thing that you don't even think that you have to smile. Of course, you have to do this truly, not something that I'm going to look at the mirror and just open a smile. But you have to feel this with your heart. So you have to laugh.
Can I add something, Jana?
Good energy to your life. So another thing that is very interesting is the quantity that how much water you drink during your day, because your body is most of your body, like 60 to 70% of your body is made of water, and 50% of your blood is responsible. It's made of water too, and it's responsible to take the essential nutrients to your brain to work properly. So, and it's the brain, the place that will create all those hormones. So many people say, oh, it's good to walk or make any physical activity, and you never know why. Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I don't feel okay, and I don't know why. But anything that you just move your body, you're gonna start also to produce the endorphin. It's another the hormone for happiness. It's healthy eating also. Serotonin is one of the hormones that is 90% is produced on your intestines, and it's something very interesting to know. If you eat well, you're gonna start having this hormone on your body. Another thing also is when another hormone, the dopamine is one hormone that is when you have one achievement. So it's interesting. Don't be like a huge it's another tip is don't be like big goals. Try to put break down in small goals. For example, if you want to lose weight, don't say I want to lose, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, but don't target under 20 pounds. Just think about the 2 plus 2 plus 2. Go one step of the time. It's stone by stone. So you're going to build whatever you want, and then you're going to see your goals, achievements, and you're going to start to produce the dopamine too. Another thing is about the slow down, right? That we have to do with our brain. We have to really disconnect and reconnect it every night, not just fall asleep. When you fall, I used to say, when you fall asleep, when you put your computer on a sleep mode, it doesn't really turn it off. It just sleep mode doesn't do any update, doesn't do anything for your computer. right? So you have to do this. You have to, I'm sorry, you have to do this consciously. You have to know that you have to disconnect, but how you can disconnect. So some of the tips that I have here is meditation. It's listen to a calm music, painting, books, and breathing. So some of the things that are good to do. And the other, and the beauty of everything, and that we are using essential oils. And the other thing, and the other tip is exactly the essential oils. And one of the things that I will let Luciana keep going, but we're gonna just say and put this one here to show you how they affect our vibrations and our megahertz on your body, because it's the frequency for the essential oils is very, very, very strong. So let me just give the word to Luciana, and she's gonna say and explain to us some thing about the oils.
Thank you so much, Jana. That was really, really helpful. I was going to add, when you're talking about laughing, that, you know, we cannot pretend we are laughing. In fact, there is a therapy, right? The laugh therapy, or laughing, that people laugh all the time. And in the beginning, it's just fake, but laughing is actually contagious. If you see someone laughing, you start laughing, and, you know, so it can really help. That's very important. Okay, so let's just, following what Jana already mentioned about, you know, the importance of the vibration of all the external things that we have, you know, we get in contact with, all the, you know, the foods, and you know, just being in nature raises our vibration, good thoughts and everything. But what can and how the essential oils can help us keep our vibration high, right? And also help us manage our emotions, basically, too, right? So let's understand. First of all, I'd like to mention this study, and everything that I'm sharing here with you is based on the study of Dr. Royal Raymond Rife, okay? He was an American who studied all the interactions, you know. He was very interested in alternative medicine, and he studied the interaction of electromagnetism and how the frequencies, right, exactly what we're talking here, how the frequencies of certain things can affect our health, okay? So that's what we're gonna talk. So electromagnetic frequency of our bodies. So diseases appear in our bodies for many reasons, right? But commonly, an electromagnetic imbalance may cause a disturbance in the vibration of our cells, altering its normal state, okay? Our organs were projected to work in a state of balance between the many electromagnetic field created between the organs, tissues, and parts of our body, okay? So imagine, it's like, it's a perfect machine, right? And each organ and each part of our body and tissue and cells, they're working in synchronicity, okay? So in order to maintain the perfect rhythm of the vibration of, you know, our whole body, many aspects are required: good nutrition, water intake, exercise, stress management, right? All the items that Jana mentioned, right? Good sleep, just to say a few. And a body in an ideal electromagnetic field will most likely not be vulnerable to viral or bacterial conditions. So meaning, if you have a high vibration in your body, right? Like if you eat well, if you exercise, if you're always trying to bring these good emotions into you, think positively, right? What are the chances of this person getting sick? Think about it. Think about the people you know around you, right? Because sometimes it's difficult for us to measure ourselves. But think about the people you know around you, right? It's basically creating that field of a strong body, right? The electromagnetic frequency of a person measured in megahertz must be between 62 and 68 megahertz, so that person that can experience the optimal function of all their organs, okay? So what can affect our vibration? Negative thoughts, negative emotions, anger. Just an example about the emotions, how powerful they are, okay? Anger can lower your vibration by 12 megahertz in a matter of seconds. And sometimes it can take days. Sometimes we keep with this like anger in ourselves. Something happens or someone does something to us and we feed that anger, right? Because I'm going to do that and I'm going to do, and we start thinking about consequence of something that not even happened. And if we, the more we carry that inside us, you know, it's worse for us. So sometimes it can take days to recover that 12 megahertz, right? And on the other side, if we like, we can raise our vibration by, you know, meditating, doing mental, mental positive exercise, right? Doing positive affirmations. A lot of people do that nowadays. Prayer and all that. You can raise your vibration by 10 to 15 megahertz, okay? So stress, fatigue, certain foods, trauma that you have in the past, and etc. All right? If anyone would like to add something or mention something, feel free, okay? So, essential oils, that's a quick way to raise a vibration, right? And that's how we start talking about this powerful tool that we have in our hands, right? The essential oils. Let me just get this out of the way here. This powerful tool that we have. So the essential oils, why, first of all, why the essential oils are so powerful to do that in a matter of seconds. And I always mention that in my presentations, right? Our olfactory system is connected to our limbic system, and like as soon as we open a bottle of essential oils, the smell goes through our nose, to our olfactory system, to our limbic system, which is our it's like our emotional brain, okay? There is where we store all our emotions and memories related to these emotions. So in a matter of seconds, you can change your emotion just by smelling a pure essential oil, all right? So certified pure therapeutical level oils have electromagnetic frequencies that returns our body to its natural state of health. However, some essential oils have a really high frequency that can help a physical and emotional cure, okay, by returning cells and DNA to their natural state of harmony. Isn't that powerful? I mean, this is unbelievable. This is really, really powerful. And like, if you don't understand how deep this information goes, like in terms of really managing and supporting our whole well-being, this is really powerful. And the high frequency of electromagnetic essential oils can successfully treat the disease in severe and chronic cases such as cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and emphysema, okay? Just one drop of essential oil has the ability to communicate with the trillions of cells in our body. So a small portion of essential oil is enough for its qualities to circulate throughout the body, blood, and cells. So one drop of essential oil has the capacity to reach all the cells of our bodies, okay? So, and why essential oils, right? So essential oils, you have all these options, right, that Jana mentioned. So you can exercise, you can eat well, you can eat food that are alive, that are, you know, they have high vibrations. Processed food have zero vibration. They have 0 megahertz. We saw here, right? So let's try to eat vegetables, fruits, everything that's alive, right? But essential oil is another tool, and why not use essential oil? So essential oil have high vibration, right, than any other natural substance known to man, creating an environment where bacteria, virus, and fungi cannot exist. They really cannot exist, right? It has been said that essential oils align the frequencies, balancing and harmony the organs of the body. Okay, so when applying essential oils to the human body with a particular frequency, the high frequency of the oil will increase the vibrational quality of that individual, right? So that's an amazing thing to do when when you have this anger, when you're stressed, when you're sad, when you have some type of, you lose someone maybe in your family, or you feel depression in you, and you feel that your vibration is lowering. Sometimes we can feel that right away. We feel drained. What do I do now? Like after 4 years of using essential oils, I know it can help immediately. So every time I'm in a stressful situation, okay, or tense and I'm afraid, or for any reason that I feel my vibration is lowering, that's what I do. You open a bottle of essential oil, you put a drop in your hand, you rub your hands. Just doing this for 30 seconds is enough, okay? So immediately you're telling your body, hey, get out of this vibration. Let's raise this vibration. I don't want to be there. Okay, so you're telling your mind, you're telling subconscious, you're telling your cells, and you're doing something physically. Okay, so there's no way you'll be stuck in that vibration for too long. All right, I think I have a question here. I need to get out to read. All right, which essential oils can higher electromagnetic vibration? I'm gonna mention that in a moment, Mayo. Hold on, I'm gonna mention some essential oils in a moment. Good question. So in some if some oils are mixed, so let's say you use a blend, right? What's gonna be the electromagnetic frequency of that blend? It depends on the oils you're using, right? So the result will be a new frequency which will be the average, right, of the megahertz of each essential oils. All right. So essential oils have higher frequencies than any other natural. So I think I repeated that. I'm sorry. But what I wanted to mention here also is that it's a fast way to increase your vibration, something that you do, and you're sending messages to your whole body, to your cells, that, hey, this is, I want to get out of this frequency. You're really thinking about something else. Maybe you do a prayer, you go into meditation, you connect to whatever you believe. Okay, that's, higher than you, this higher power, God, whatever you believe, and you just connect and stay there for a few moments. You will feel, I promise, okay? I promise you feel a difference in your body. And then at the same time, you're strengthening your immune system. So, and you are lowering the risk of your body going to a frequency where it's going to be more vulnerable to get, a flu, a cold. The germs are out there. The germs are out there. There are people that are always sick. You see, I had depression in the past, and I discovered because I had a flu for 2 months. You're right. So my body could not get out of this. Why? Because I was in an emotional state that was really, really low. My vibration was low. I was, tired. I was, unhappy for many reasons. And then as a consequence, I got, a virus that my body could not get rid of. Okay. So let's talk about the vibration of the essential oils, right? So the measured frequencies of essential oils begin at 52 megahertz. So no essential oils has a vibration lower than 52. And they say that you get a disease if your body goes lower than 42, okay? But lower than 52, so between 62, I think we mentioned, and 68 is the ideal, okay? So the frequency of basal essential oil is 52 megahertz. And the essential oil the frequency of an essential oil can go as high as 320 megahertz, which is the frequency of the rose. That's the essential oil with the highest frequency ever measured, okay, is the rose. No other oil has a frequency higher than this. For comparison, fresh produce and has a frequency of up to 15 megahertz. Dry herbs, 12 to 22 megahertz. Fresh herbs, 20 to 27 megahertz. And processed and canned foods have no measurable frequency at all. Okay. So how do I know what to use, right? And this is very interesting. So we talk about low frequency essential oils like basil. Let's talk about basil. This is amazing to support physical ailments, right? So you have basil is amazing to support ear discomfort, or maybe some infections that you have, bacterial infections that you have in a body. So to support physical ailments. Mid-frequency oils, it's good to promote emotional change. So let's talk about, let's say, I didn't put any mid, but with sandalwood, juniper berry. So if you're looking to go to another level or to, open your consciousness, you're in this process of changing really your emotions, you can use the mid-range, mid-frequency oils. Okay, I think I have another question. How's the vibration measured? Good question. I have no idea. I just looked for the article, and I put it here for you. Was already measured. I have no idea how it's measured. Sorry. So frankincense has a very higher vibration. We know frankincense is the oil of that connects us to the divine, right? So two oils that I use a lot meditate is frankincense, rose, and myrrh. Okay, so lavender has a very high vibration as well, and lavender is an oil that, actually any of these oils you can use to support physical ailments, to support emotional change, right? Especially the higher ones, and encourage the high frequency oils, encourage spiritual growth and realization. Okay, so if you're really in a moment that you want to connect with yourself, connect to the divine in a prayer, or any type of, connection to the divine that you do, connecting to an oil, sandalwood is an amazing oil that I love for meditation. So sandalwood, frankincense, and rose are the three top for me. Okay. Although it says sandalwood has 96, I was surprised. I thought it was a little bit higher, like close to frankincense, but still, for me, it works really, really well. Myrrh, 105, amazing, amazing. I love using myrrh physically, like to support the physical health of my face, like the skin. It's amazing for skin health and all that. It's highly antibacterial, but it's also amazing for, spiritual growth and if you're in this path of grow your consciousness and all that. I think I have another question. Let's see here. So if you have a high frequency vibration, bacteria, virus, etc. cannot coexist, right? Is this high vibration also kill good bacteria? No, that's the amazing thing about essential oils, right? The essential oils, they work in an intelligent form in our bodies, right? So it knows what is good for us and what is bad, different than antibiotics, right? So the antibiotics, they just kill all bacteria. That's why we need a probiotic after taking antibiotics, because it just depletes our immune system completely, because it kills all the great bacteria that we have in our body, in our guts, to support our health. As opposed to that, with essential oils, when you use essential oils, it knows exactly, right, what is a threat for your body and what is, it is that they need to nurture, right, and replicate in our body. So that's a great question. That's a great question, Mayo. So no, it doesn't kill the good bacteria. Isn't that amazing? That's beautiful. So I love the theme of the frequencies and how, and I see that in my house. Like, I have been using doTERRA for 4 years, and I see in myself and in my family how it changed, the relationship we have with each other here, and how more, calm I am with my kids and they between themselves. And, it's just, it's a different frequency. And I turn on my diffuser every day. I have my oils on me every day, on them every day. And naturally, our bodies just, your standard is a little bit higher, right? And why we don't want that for our lives? We all want that, right? And the higher the frequencies, when you talk about the averages, I'm using essential oils. I'm not thinking about the frequency, right? Unless I'm meditating, I'm not thinking, about the frequency. But I'm using because I feel I need that, or because I know my body asks for something. And sometimes I don't even know. I choose an oil to put in the diffuser, and I don't even know. And maybe that's exactly what my body needs at that moment, right? or maybe that oil has the frequency of a certain organ in my body that needs that frequency, right? When you talk about the frequency of the organs. So that's and I believe with the use of the essential oils, I became a little bit more tuned with my body. I hear when my body wants to, like, I became a little bit more sensitive, right? And I hear my intuition about what I need that day. And people ask me, Luciana, what oils do you use every day? I don't know. A lot of oils. I don't have something that I do exactly the same every day. In the beginning I did, but now I just feel, what do I need today? And I look at my box of oils. What do I need today? Oh, I feel, and the other day, actually yesterday, was basil. It was exactly basil that I needed. You see? And before I went to bed, I put basil on my chest, over my liver, and I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just did it because, I felt like it. All right? I think I have another question. All right. How is vibration measured? Okay, already. So it's amazing. Loving this class. Thank you. Do you have a list of essential oils and its frequency? Yes, I can share. Yeah, there are more online. I didn't want to put a whole, list here, but we can look. Certainly, we can look online. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about rose. So rose is the oil of the divine love, right? So rose vibrates at a rate of 320 megahertz, the highest measured frequency of any essential oil. Rose emanates love, purity, and wholeness, connecting mind, body, and spirit. It's not surprising then that there is no greater power in the universe than love. The feeling of love is the highest frequency any person is able to emit. So remember, when you use essential oils, regardless of their vibrational frequencies, use them with an open heart filled with love. Okay, so that's rose. And as I said, just listen to your body. The more you use essential oils and incorporate them in your lives, you're gonna be more, first of all, you're gonna increase your intuition, okay, because of everything that we said, we're gonna increase your intuition, and you're gonna be more tuned with your body. You're gonna be able to hear what you need and hear those, like, if you feel, even if you don't like I feel I need to put this. I remember the beginning I hated the smell of melaleuca, right? And now I love it. And sometimes that's what I need. That's the melaleuca, is the tea tree, right? That's what I need, and I put on myself and I smell, and sometimes I put in the diffuser. And we need to be more sensitive to this intuition. Okay, that's very important. All right. Any other questions? I also love this subject, Mayu. I also love it. It's really amazing. If people knew the power of, like, controlling their emotions, oh my God, the world would be different.
Lu.
Oi.
There is a website, I'm trying to find it, that we can, maybe some people knows it, but some people maybe don't know, that you can check the number of your oil, that number that we have under the bottle.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the tests.
Yeah, so they can check because they are curious about the tests. So we
source2you.com.
Maybe you should type it and people can search and see the tests for every
no, but that it doesn't talk about the vibration, right? We're talking about something else.
Yes, I know, but
okay,
maybe something that is
source2you.com.
we can see the quality and everything.
Okay, yes. What John is talking about is that doTERRA makes it available for everyone who would like to see the tests that they do with each batch of essential oils. They make several tests, right? And on the bottom of each bottle, you see a number, okay? That's the batch number for that lot of essential oils. And if you go online and you put that number, you're gonna see the results, for the test for this oil. And, it's really amazing. It just tells more about how transparent and how how
much you can trust the company,
how much you can trust doTERRA. Amazing. Yeah, they're super transparent in that sense. But okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being with us here tonight. And I'm gonna see if I send to the group the link, the list of the vibration of more oils, what I can find. Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Have a good night. Thank you, Jana. Thank you so much for your support today.
Oh, no, you're welcome.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
for the opportunity. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.